Why, hello there. Every once in a while, we like to do one of these shows where I go to the main channel as well as my news channel, and we just take phone calls and talk to people. So today we have a phone number. It is 1-844-CRUMPY-0, 1-844-CRUMPY-0, and that is a number where you can reach us. And I am joined today by our esteemed co-host, the two guys that you'll see in a second. But first, let's drop the intro.
From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
All right, guys. Have you guys heard of Otis gun cleaning and this little device right here? It's like a little pull-through thing.
Oh, yeah.
Use it for 9mm. Also works for 38 and 3.
You mean a bore stick?
Yeah, it's a bore cleaner. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I tried it out a few times. I have another one around here too, but it's kind of cool because you just you just attach it here and just pull it through and it cleans.
You know what's also cool?
What?
Ground News.
Ground News. Yes, you can sign up for Ground News at the link below. Actually, there's no link below. I put Otis in there today. But yeah, if you want to check out Otis, it helps the channel out. And Otis did make a donation to the Scouts, which you can do too by going to givesandgo.com/997. So big shout out to Otis for making this stuff possible. All right. Today we're going to be taking calls and doing other cool stuff and talking about stuff, but I might pitch this a couple of different times, but Dark is trying to get to 5,000 people on his channel, DLD After Dark. So you can always go to DLD After Dark and sign up or subscribe.
I would appreciate that. Rich, you're muted. I would appreciate that.
I think I'm still double dark, so I'm okay.
Yeah, even if I were to double my current subscribership, you'd still be beyond me. But the most important thing here, guys,
I only get 1,000 more times your subscribers, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's all. It's not about subscriber count, it's about how you play the game. Okay.
No,
it's the motion of the ocean. Wait,
something like that. Yeah. No, but the most important thing to know here, guys, is that I just must reach 5,000 subscribers before Shooting Gallery Official does. So I just want to put that out there.
I know the other gauge of a YouTuber's worth is how many people actually want to share a room with them at Iraq Veteran, and then how many people don't.
I'm not going to touch that one at all. Shout out to I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're not going to go there.
Ooh, Dragon Man event.
Yeah,
that sounds so cool.
That's out in Colorado. That's Dragon Man. If you don't know, he owns a bunch of machine guns and stuff. And he's also Ava Fennell's dad.
If Jordan needs a Z-list YouTuber to go and rep them, I'm in.
Nice. I didn't know that you made any list. Right?
I made the Z-list.
Let's talk about a list. Time Magazine came out with a list, and I thought it was interesting.
Really? Time Magazine has lists. It's not like the New York Times, bestseller list that doesn't have bestsellers on it.
It is the most influential people in
AI.
You have some notable names like Scarlett Johansson on there.
Yeah, it's her.
But they did not list Elon Musk, who is the who's the founder of ChatGPT,
Who?
OpenAI,
That's a pretty popular program, right?
and Gronk, and put AI in every one of the vehicles he sells, plus his rockets, and his chips that are implanted into people's brains have AI in it. But for some reason they didn't include him.
Interesting how that works. I wonder what could it have been that are keeping these powerful elite individuals from putting him on the list.
I don't know. You know what? Let's just go ahead and take our first call of the day.
Appreciate you, Rip. Thanks, brother.
All right, hold on. Let me just.
We can kind of hear you.
Hold on. I'm trying to do this.
Social security number.
Hello.
Hello. And who would
Hi,
this be?
I want to talk about my extended car warranty.
Ah, yes. The person that can't keep his mouth uncovered.
Or stop laughing. You know, I was actually excited that a human being may call.
No,
This is why-
I saw Rich go like this. Put him on mute and he went.
Yeah, just desperately trying to cover his mouth. And the fact that you find that so funny is I did the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. I did the same thing.
All right, wait a second. The inflatable bounce house at Goals wasn't funny.
It was
I don't
funny.
know that story.
It was funny. It was being the past tense is a very important piece of this.
No,
It's-
I still
Every day.
myself up over that.
Stifler Manufacturing, what's up? If you guys haven't checked out Stifler Manufacturing slides for glunks, they're exciting,
look
they're
cool.
fun, and they're pretty.
Is
Yeah.
FGM in here? Yes, he is. FGM.
There
How's
he
it going,
is.
man?
Jordan Vinro, great to see you. So we can't discuss the things that I was saying we need to do on the Uncensored podcast, like the
Yeah,
lethal booby traps.
we couldn't talk about that.
We're gonna
What about
lethal booby traps?
what about
Like AI controlled Tannerite dogs on top of RC cars. Yeah, we can't talk about that.
whoa? I would never trust AI to steer such a thing.
My AI.
I for one, well, Bob always tries to book me airline tickets for some reason. That's why I had to take them off the internet.
Expedia.com. So
I have no idea. I have no idea what I screwed up in the programming of Bob, but Bob keeps on trying to buy airline tickets
urgently for
Yes,
Crump.
to send me different places. So I had to take him offline. So right now he's not currently on the internet.
But
I can't figure out why he's trying to buy airline tickets, which is kind of weird.
could he book us an Airbnb for IV88?
I will not be at IV88, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Why not, John?
Scout stuff.
Okay. Good for you, man. Good for you. So we also probably couldn't talk about the videography projects that we discussed.
What video?
I'm just remember people that believe in freedom, liberty, and independence,
Yes.
understanding that certain things are lawful to do, even though they're very frustrating
Yes.
for some. We
yeah.
can't discuss that either.
I mean, we could, but I don't think it adds anything to.
Are we just
It-
killing
it
time
probably
until
wouldn't be
somebody
ideal.
calls in? I mean, freaking Jordan or Bob could call in. That would be nice.
Yeah, I would love to
And the
hear
number is,
from Jordan Vinro. Yeah, if you guys call 844 yo. I'm just kidding. It's actually Crumpy 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which translates to 844-278-6790. For those listening on audio only, it's 844 yo. I'm just kidding. 844-278-6790. Rich, please don't call again.
Well, you know what we can do? Honestly, I have some numbers here from the ATF that's not released. We can go ahead and just look over those.
Phone numbers?
No, like numbers of stuff.
I actually called the ATF today.
They take your call.
It did go through.
Oh, hold on. Let's see
Give
this.
Crump the number, see if it goes through.
Marconi.
Hello?
Hello, you are on the air.
I'm on the air. How you doing? My name is Stephen Watts, and I work at Frank
Stephen
Design
Watts!
Studios.
Steven, what's up?
What's up, brother?
What's up, dude? I'm in here cleaning guns, listening to you guys go here, and
Yeah,
figured
man.
I'd call and let people know
Yeah.
that I
Nice.
got a
Frank out!
website. I can't say it, but if you go, I got knives, I got hatchets, I got blades, all kinds of fun stuff. Go check it out.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys all on the spot here.
Okay.
Could I possibly get 2 journalist knives donated from Definition Knives and have frag out laser pack 997 on the blade or something like that? And we're gonna do those as an award for like the Weeblo and Arrow of Lights who sell the most popcorn.
On the blade, I'm not going to speak for Frag Out, but
Or on the hand somewhere.
as far as so the blade would be the only place you could do it. So as of the spokesperson of the new launching company, Definition Knives, I would like to stand up right now and say, yes, we would love to give you. I have one right here. One of the new Definition Knives journalist in 8CR 13 MOV steel. Beautiful, gorgeous drop point blade with a button roller lock. Certainly not an Axis style lock like Benchmade. And yes, I can't speak for Frag Out Design Studios, who engraving is his thing, but I can speak for Definition Knives.
Yeah, if y'all send it to me, I can do it. No problemo.
I could do it with a Dremel, freehand.
That's okay. That way we're just trying to like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When
It's not
I called in on the number, I just wanted to say I was halfway thinking it was gonna go to the ATF. I was just throwing operator push 0, and I'm like, oh. So I pushed 0, and then it said it again. I'm like, this is going to ATF, ain't it?
Yeah, no,
But yeah, it worked.
I have the call in. I just haven't. I got to switch it back over to say, you're calling into the show and stuff like that. But yeah, I do want to talk about a couple different things here. One is Virginia, and we have I'm going to endorse no matter who else runs on the Republican side for governor, and that is Jamaica immigrant and Marine Wilson Sears.
Yeah, Wilson is gangster. See,
she's not a joke.
She doesn't play, and she keeps that thing on her.
Yes, Winsome Sears rolls around with an AR-15 everywhere she goes.
In her trunk.
In her trunk.
I'm surprised that her vehicle hasn't been burglarized yet. It's probably because she has an AR-15.
Yeah.
Talk about good upsec here.
Right.
I'm sure she takes it out when she goes, but yeah, she has protection, but she still carries anyway.
You got to, man. And
I can't be on. I got a customer calling.
Right.
Y'all have a good one. And anybody else trying to call in, if it gets weird, just push 0. Just keep pushing 0 and call in.
All right.
Don't give up. All right, brother.
Frag Out.
Toodles.
Frag Out Firearms, Frag Out Design Studios. Check him out. He's
I share the
man.
link, but I'm not allowed to.
Yep.
You
not
go to my
allowed
Telegram, I'll share it there.
But Winsome Sears is running for governor in 2025, which is exciting because she is
super based.
Super based, like super based, like Jamaican immigrant, former Marine, and seriously pro-gun, like GOA type pro-gun, like no compromise pro-gun.
Yep.
Probably be the most pro-gun governor Virginia has ever had.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I am not impressed. I'm surprised that all like whatever 54 anti-gun bills that were attempted to be passed in Virginia were all vetoed by our current governor. but I'm wondering the kind of things that Virginia could do, the kind of things that we could achieve with a not just a neutral party that has future political aspirations as the governor, but somebody who is completely 100% no compromise on natural rights in office. That would be incredible.
Yeah, unfortunately, she cannot run for president one day.
Oh yeah, not born in the U.S.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she got her U.S. citizenship by joining the Marine Corps.
Badass.
Nice. Rip, absolutely. Once you guys see some of the things we're working on, you literally won't believe it. Thank you. Appreciate you guys being a part of the whole launch of Definition Knives. Thank you guys.
2026, Vanessa Kitty will be in her 30th year from being retired from the United States Air Force.
Nice.
All right. So you want to go over some of these numbers that I have from the ATF?
Sure. Let's do it.
All right.
What
So,
are the numbers?
it deals with NFA stuff.
Can
And
I
so-
actually ask a quick question before we do that?
Sure.
So, I was talking to a fellow gun owner, and during the conversation, he was asking about 4473s and why people are worried about 4473s and all this, and I was trying
Red
to
Dawn?
what's that?
Have you ever seen Red Dawn?
Right. Clearly that was a documentary.
No, but the guy in there told the
Of
Cuban
course.
guy, said,
Go to the local sporting goods store and get the 4473. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I should have just said that. But I don't think people understand the abilities, capabilities, and the software, like the OCR software that the ATF has. Now, being that the ATF has these capabilities, but they say it's not searchable, could you inform our viewers as far as like what the Ubers are, like the out of business records, and what they're doing with them, and the software that they're uploading them up to, and all that, just to get a little more clarity on that
Yeah.
stuff.
They have approximately 1 billion records from the out of business office when an ATF shop goes out of not ATF when a gun shop goes out of business, an FFL goes out of business. We got a call coming in. Oh, we'll get back to that in a second.
Yep.
Hey, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
This is your favorite president. Believe me.
Oh my goodness, is that Missouri Survival?
It's Donald John Trump. You just how often is it that your favorite president calls and you talk about somebody else? I can't believe it.
That sounds very convincing.
Are you at Mar-a-Lago right now?
Unbelievable. At Mar-a-Lago, fixing to fly out, give Kamala Harris the beating of a lifetime on some stage across the country. We're going to get all the voters. We're going to win this year, guys. Believe me.
Did you say you're going to get all the boners? Voters.
We're going to get all the voters and the voters. Believe me.
I do. I do
Your-
believe you.
Your impression is spot on.
I think this may be Donald Crump Jr.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, believe me.
What's up, dude? Is this Missouri Survival and Outdoors?
It indeed is. I just figured I'd
Beautiful.
be a
Dude,
retard for a second.
no, it's great. That was probably the best one. For anyone out there, all the viewers, if you watch DLD After Dark, you've heard him say his DLD is the best podcast and all that. But that one that you just did was like spot on. The other ones were good. That one is
If
spot on.
If you get the emotional Trump, like,
Oh, that's terrible. Why would you do that? Oh, I can't believe it.
that's that really puts the icing on the cake.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. So, do you are you familiar with what we were just getting into about the out of business records?
Let's get into it. Okay, so every time an FFL goes out of business, they send all their records to Martinsburg, West Virginia, where they get scanned and to the computer. They get scanned and they're in Adobe format. Now the ATF says that they have OCR disabled and stuff like that, which is true. They do. But all you need to do to turn it back on is to download Adobe Reader, which is a free program, and click 3 buttons. You can turn it back on in 15 seconds. And then you have
Yeah,
a searchable database.
Yeah, it's just a backdoor database, and dude, I have no faith that they're being any bit, let's just say, principled about it. They're not, dude. I think everybody who has a brain knows what's going on with that.
For sure.
Yeah, so that is what's going on. They've been called out, and they should be destroyed or kept in paper form, or at least if they have.
Are you saying the ATF should be destroyed?
Yes, but
Yeah.
even if they don't keep it in paper form,
With
maybe
fire.
put them on microfiche or something. Don't scan them in where you can go ahead and readily convert them back into OCR documents in 15 seconds, because that's just not cool.
Well, we had pulled up an example of the OCR software, and you had literally showed real time how quickly you can toggle back and forth between, it documents being searchable or not. And I was just blown away that I was talking to another individual that, is one of us. They not only are a firearm owner that trains and prepares. I mean, they're they're living a life of preparedness, and I guess I was blown away that they didn't understand that.
Yeah, the founding fathers would be rolling over in their grave. They would not want everyone to know where the firearms are.
Absolutely not.
I mean, let's be honest. Background checks themselves are unconstitutional. So paperwork that would even indicate that that's been happened is equally as unconstitutional. I think it all ought to get burned. But I know that's probably a little bit over the line for most people. But it's
No,
stupid
I
to think that we need paperwork on guns.
No, not for me.
totally agree.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about that. I'm going to go over some numbers from. I got some of these from the American Special Association. I got some of these for the ATF. There's an article coming on MLN. It's going to break everything down and everything. But the American Special Association found out, the ASA found out that right now, 97.5% of all foreign force filed with the NFA division of the ATF is for suppressors. That is up between 2016 and 2021. The average was 91.9.
Wow.
And right now, the bottleneck going on with forms is the FBI. The NFA division has a new leader, and he's actually not that anti-gun. He actually wants to get people their stuff same day. That's his goal. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that, but right now everything's if the ATF came back with an auto clear on individual Form 4s, they will get like same day approval. Right now it's about 70% auto processed, 30% are delayed. It looks like there's going to be between 700,000, 15 new suppressors bought this year, and 700,620.
Wow. Dude, I did paperwork for a can on, I think, like the 20th of April or something like that. I'm still waiting.
Yeah. Well, okay. You did yours under a trust.
Correct.
The standardized trusts are going to speed up a lot. Right now, the medium time for trust is 56 days.
So you know what the NFA branch told me today?
What?
That because of the massive increase in forms they've gotten over the last 90 days, right now the average length of time for a trust is 145 days. However,
I'm looking
yeah,
at
that's just what she said.
I got their internal documents.
Yeah, no, I believe it. That's just what she said.
You got to remember average and medium, two different things.
Yeah. Because Drew, the homie Drew in Oregon, bro, shout out to you. He's a viewer of all of ours. He had shared that he just got a batch approval of 4 NFA items. I don't think they were all cans, but 4 NFA items, and all of them were trusts, and they're single shot trusts, and all of them were approved in 30 days.
Yeah, well, like the average, because this is the way it works. So the ATF gets their applications in. They used to do first in, first out with individuals and trust, which means that they send them, they do all the processing. Well, they send them, what they would do is they would process them and send them to the FBI and then get back. But you got a bunch of that was delayed. So they changed the process a little bit where they do all their, where they send them to the FBI first. And when they get them back, they process them that day. With trust, you can't really do that because a NICS approval is only good for 28 days. So basically, they have to read through the trust and get them back. They're going to do, like, for standardized trust, they're going to do where they only have to check the responsible person, so they'll be able to do that with that. A standardized trust is like the single shot trust from Silencer Shop or the Silencer Central standardized trust.
Yeah.
So that should be quicker. Coming up. Now, I want to move over to solvent traps and fuel filters. Talk about that a little bit. That used to be a popular way of making Form 1 suppressors, what you may do in suppressors.
Mhm.
A lot of people were doing that until the ATF stopped accepting solvent traps and fuel filters for homemade suppressors, and they started denying everything. Right now, Form 1 suppressors only account for 0.7% of all Form 1s.
That's insane. I mean, they basically
But they made it illegal, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, you have to submit your plans or your parts and all that. But if you have parts, they're, in the eyes of the ATF, already a suppressor. If you have freeze plugs with the intention of converting it to a suppressor, then, or drilling through them or whatever, then they'll say those are baffles, which are suppressor parts, which is a suppressor. And isn't this true that the ATF was literally going out to people's homes and seizing their parts and denying their forms?
Yeah, they were doing that. They actually did that to a guy that raced Miatas who bought fuel filters and wasn't even a gun owner.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. There was a couple videos on.
There was
on
some
YouTube.
diesel guy where
Yeah,
the
that was
ATF
him. Well, he
Yeah.
raced them out. He was a diesel guy, but he was using them for his Miatas that he raced.
It's hard for me to believe that somebody can work for the ATF and then like go home and sleep at night.
I don't know, man. It's hard. But as of July, on the NFRTR, which is their federal register, the registry of suppressors, there
Mhm.
is almost 4 million suppressors. There's 3,948,513 suppressors. And
So not common use is what you're saying.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
and people that are registered, or the suppressors that are registered to individuals, is 1,335,000. For trust, it's 1,066,000. FFL SOT holders, they hold right now 1,157,000. This is surprising. The government, including military, law enforcement, and other government agencies, because they have them, they only hold 350,000 suppressors in their inventory.
So they say.
So they say. And this is really weird. There's another 40,513 suppressors that are other or undetermined status.
So maybe in the process, okay, so you can petition to have NFA items removed from the registry. Could it be that some are in the process of being removed or undetermined or damaged or something like that?
No. These are just undetermined. Like, they're probably old. That's been in there forever.
So there's possibly thousands and thousands and thousands of cans out there just kind of floating. They may be on the registry, they may not be.
Well, these are definitely on the registry, but when they were entered, probably most likely they were like around the 1934ish,
Okay.
where where they weren't keeping too good of a records.
Yeah. Interesting. Real quick, just to address a question, Rip, all you have to do is go to the favorite search engine of your choice, type in gay TF NFA branch. I'm sorry, type in ATF NFA branch, and it will pull up the 304 phone number for you to call. Super simple. And if you're looking for their address, it's 244 Needy Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia. So get your jarts ready.
All right, so here is another thing. Do you guys want to hear the states with the most suppressors?
Yes.
Okay, let's play a game. Give me. We're gonna do top 10. So I'm gonna ask Rich here. Let me just go ahead and bring up my list to give me one, and we're gonna see who misses the first state.
Florida.
Florida is on there. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna bring it up. Florida is definitely on there. I think I'm gonna give me 1 second here. I'm going to go ahead and bring.
Guys, I think I'm going to bounce and just keep watching.
All right, that's fine.
Cool. All right, brother. Take it easy, man.
Yeah, figured I'd just come in and orange man you for a second, but I got to
Loved
get
it. I loved it.
All right, Florida is in there. Florida is
Later, man. Check out
Florida
Missouri Survival and Outdoors. Got a great
is
channel.
number 2.
Florida is number 2.
Yes.
Nice. Let's go with a little bit of a let's think population. Then you know what? I'm going to throw some North Carolina in there.
North Carolina is number 10.
Wow, I was thinking it was going to be high up there. I didn't know it was going to be 10 because it's a much smaller.
I'm going to say Texas, but I'm saving a wild card.
Texas is number 1.
Really?
Whoa.
I was thinking it was going to be 2 or 3.
Yeah, well, Florida was 2. So.
Texas is number 1.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Back to you.
So I got 1 and 2.
Let's go to Virginia.
Virginia is number 7.
7. Okay.
California.
Nope.
For most no, that's not no.
Did you know what the current legal status of suppressors in California is, Rich?
I just figured it was a wild one. I figured maybe somehow.
No.
In I don't want to say. Let's say Missouri.
Okay. Safety Harbor firearms. You did not get all of them. Missouri is not on that either.
Not on the list at all.
Nah, I'm shocked. I am shocked.
So it's
what?
2. All right, Rich, back to you.
Dang. I don't know why I'm thinking of all the ones that are going to be like 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't. I'm always playing it safe. This is why
Kansas.
Not on there.
Really? Okay.
Dark.
I'm wanting to say something like Indiana or something, but I'm going to say Georgia. Georgia is got to be up there. Number 3?
Yeah, so we're 3 to 2.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Spell it out, man.
Arkansas.
No.
Really? Arkansas is not on there? I figure Florida, Georgia, Arkansas.
Florida, Georgia line.
All right. Keep on going.
I'm going to say the other Kakalaka. South Kakalaka. That's got to be like
No.
8. It's not on there at all? Wow. Pluto. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm trying to do what Rich did with California.
3 to 2. Rich?
Peggy Keller says Montana, but I'm not going with that one. Oh wait, I know people in Montana.
I'm gonna give you both.
Say Kentucky.
5 more guesses.
Is Kentucky still up for grabs?
I don't know. Is it Rich?
I'll
Are you
say
going with
Kentucky.
Wrong.
I'm going Arizona.
Arizona is number 8, so 4-2.
Wow. How is
Dark
he
bringing
said
up the bottom
Virginia
of the
was
list.
10? He said Virginia. Which one was 10? Oh, Virginia was 7. North Carolina is 10.
All right,
Dang,
Rich.
that's crazy.
Rich?
Guns. So I got Texas, Florida.
We got Texas, Florida, Georgia, Virginia.
What about Alaska?
Alaska's not on there either.
Wow.
Ooh.
Dude, that's
I
super
would read the
surprised.
comments, guys. Like all of them have been mentioned in the comments.
Yeah, I'm trying not to cheat. I mean, the only other one, I'd say it's probably way lower population density, but definitely very firearm friendly. I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
And you are wrong.
Dang, that's crazy.
All right, 3 more guesses for each one of you. Just throw something out, Rich.
Pennsylvania.
Number 6.
Really?
Yes.
What?
So it's 3-4 now. Dark.
Brohio.
Ohio's not on there.
Dang. I suck at this.
Rich. North Carolina was
You know
on
what?
number 10.
Chicago. That's funny.
I'm gonna say Utah.
Utah is number 4.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
So did I get
4-4.
1, 2, 3, and 4?
Yes. 4-4.
Dark's giant deck. Sabar, great to see you. Detroit is not a state. I love how people are throwing in Chicago, Detroit because it's funny. Alabama. I didn't think about that.
No.
Not on the list at all. Dang.
What?
Rich, this is your final guess.
Mexico.
My final guess.
1 you're not going to get. Number 5 you would not get. You guys are only missing 2.
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
out of 50.
Oklahoma, no.
Oh.
That was your last one. Dark for the win. Then we're going to have to go to sudden death.
I'm gonna Idaho?
No.
What?
Rich? Sudden death.
Boise.
What did Dark say on the last one?
Idaho.
Nothing.
Idaho.
Dude, that's
All right.
millions of cans have been made there. They just don't stay there. Hollywood.
I will tell you, you're
They
done
get-
with the East. You're done with the East.
Thinking about states and population. Colorado.
No. You're done with the East. We're going to go more West Coast and the West.
I'm everything in my being is telling me not to say this, but I'm going to say it. Washington.
Correct. Number 9.
What?
Number 5 is South Dakota.
That was my next guess. I'm just kidding. Dude, that's crazy.
All right. Now the top 10 states and territories, that the bottom 10.
Oh, we got this.
Hawaii.
Okay. Well, we're only going to go 8 because you're not going to. There's 2 territories on there, unless you want to include the territories.
Are we talking about one within the continental U.S. and one not within the continental U.S.?
Well, that is a district, but you can go with that too if you want. So there's 3 that are not states. How about that way? Hawaii's number is 4. So Dark.
Okay. Definitely New York, hands down.
That is number 10 for least amount of suppressors.
I'm going to say Guam.
Guam is number 1.
Certainly Washington, D.C.
Number 6.
Puerto Rico.
Number 2.
That was my next guess. Bastardo. Man, let's go Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is number 3.
Massachusetts.
Not
Man,
on
you keep really.
What?
Well, I guess they just have to not be the top 10 lowest dirtbags. Why do you need a silencer? Oh man, I almost feel like we have to pause the game for this one. Bum bum bum. I'll star that, and we'll come back to it. Okay, sorry. So let's think. People that hate freedom. See, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe Maryland, but there's cans in Maryland for sure. So then let's say Illinois. Is Illinois on the list?
number 7. So Dark's up by 1.
Nice.
What about Delaware?
Delaware is number 5.
Delaware has been making some not good progress.
How's Massachusetts not on there? Because a lot of the freshers got grandfathered in.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I guess I should. Yeah, Jersey for sure. Jersey.
Dark is still up by 1, 9.
Ooh. Oh, man, that was going to be my next guess.
You've been
Did
stealing my
anybody
guesses.
call Maryland?
I don't know. Maybe you should try and see what happens.
Maryland, but there's only 1 left. Do you want to use Maryland for that?
I'll use Maryland.
No.
Dude, only because I know a bunch of dudes that live in Maryland that have cans. That's the only reason. I'm surprised West Virginia didn't make the top 10 list. So then only 1 left. You said we're probably not going to get it.
No, I think you might get this. It's
okay.
been put in the chat multiple times.
Okay. Is it New Hampshire?
No.
I was going to say that.
And we got a tie.
Dang, you got Vermont.
No, Vermont is number 8.
Wow. They were the first permitless carry state in the country.
I know.
Free or die.
It used to be called
Except quietly.
Well, that's New Hampshire, the free or die.
Okay, we can do calibers.
I don't know if you wanted to address any questions or comments that are looming out there.
Bob's messing around.
So I think when you look at the word need, I'm just kidding.
All right, let's do calibers.
Oh, my $10 throwing knife from goals is falling. Sorry. Okay,
9mm.
Let's do it. Dude, why does Rich get to keep going first, taking all my guesses?
You get to go first. Okay. What do you think the number 1 caliber is?
9mm.
9mm.
And you would be absolutely wrong.
22 LR.
Wrong.
What? Oh, duh. 308.
Rich, your guess.
5.56.
No, Dark.
I just said it. 308.
308. Yes, 7.62 millimeter.
Because the subsonic 300 blackout is the reason so many dudes get into cans.
All right, let's go. That's 308. It makes up 32% of the market. All right, let's go for the caliber that has 24% of the market.
I know this one.
It's Rich's turn.
And we're doing caliber of cans.
Yes.
So I'm never going to say 50 BMG because that absolutely is not correct.
Excellent
job. To the less than 1% of other.
I can't believe that actually came to your mind.
I have a friend that has a 50 BMG with a can.
I know.
Let's guess.
All you have to do is say
I'm
numbers.
just going to say Forte.
40? Really?
Rich.
That
Yeah.
falls to other with less than 1%.
You know how few 40 caliber cans were?
I just figured it was a crazy guess.
All right, Dark 24%. 24%.
You know, initially I would say 9mm. However, I'm going to say 45 ACP.
No.
What?
Come on, guys. This is obvious. Rich?
All right, so 308.
Just say
it's
numbers.
Obvious. So 300 blackout. What
You see a
do
lot
want
of
us to-
cans in what caliber? That's not 308.
Rich, just say numbers.
Ooh, okay. Ron Bear 6'5" Creedmoor.
Absolutely not.
No.
9mm.
No.
22.
I said 9 mil.
All right, Rich, it's Rich's
Yeah,
turn.
but he's asking specifically for this percentage portion.
24%. What is it? Rich.
24%.
Yes.
Don't help him because I know what it is now.
All right, I'm just gonna say 556.
No.
22 LR.
22, yes. All right. So we did those. Let's go to 17% now.
I know this one for sure.
All right, Rich.
9mm.
No.
45 ACP.
No.
What?
10mm.
No.
That's in the less than 1%.
Oh wow.
There's only one other thing this could be.
What?
17 H. I'm just kidding. 556.
556, yes. So Dark is up 3-0. All right. So we did that. Let's go to
This also isn't fair. I've sold thousands of cans when I worked at a gun shop.
all right, let's go to 11%.
Oh, I know this one for sure.
45 ACP.
All right, 11% is 45 ACP, so I'll give you that one. I meant to say 13%.
What?
13% now.
Okay, hold on. You can't go back. You wouldn't do that for me.
Well, I said 11%, and he gave 45 ACP. I
Okay,
meant to say
so
13%.
so 13%, 9mm.
9mm, correct. Now let's go down.
The only logical well, I don't want to say it now because Rich is going to possibly earn points back and beat me.
Okay, now let's go to.
I can't believe people aren't blowing up the phone lines like, I know the answers. I know the answers.
Let's go to 1%.
1%.
It's like 1.2%, but still close enough.
Now I'm gonna say 5.7.
That would technically fall under the same bore size as 22 LR.
No. Red, dark. You're not going to get this one, I don't think.
Okay. So doing a little bit of
three guesses at this.
Doing a little bit of quick math, I'm going to say 12 gauge.
No.
Really?
That's a little bit less than 1%.
Oh, dang it.
I'm just going to give you the rest.
Hold on. So this is 1%? Hold on. No, don't yet. Okay. So we've said
okay. Okay. How about this? We'll do like around 1% because there's three that's very close to 1%. So I'll give you 12 gauge is one of the ones 1%. So Rich, give me
338 Lapua.
Yes, that's actually
really
popular than 12 gauge. And there's one more that's around 1%. That's not other.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
46 cal.
No.
Dang it. You know how a bunch of companies made the large bore ones that are multi caliber? Dang it.
50 cal.
No. It's been said before.
10mm.
No.
Dang it.
I'm gonna give you both one more guess.
So hold on, it's been said before, and it's we've
5.
already done.
7.
No.
40.
No.
What the hell? What else have we said?
10mm.
No.
I already said that.
All right, I'm gonna give it to you. 6.5.
Oh
6'5".
my
Oh,
god.
okay.
6'5/6'8".
Man, there's so little cans manufactured in that
Still more than 12 gauge.
that's crazy with the salvo. Like I know dozens of people with with the salvo.
Yeah, so there you go. And 12 gauge is right around 1%, and the 1% that incorporates the rest of it. Under
And
1%.
how much was 50 BMG?
It was in the less than 1% category.
Okay, so it doesn't say specifically just less than 1%.
Yeah,
So who won that round?
you did.
Oh, okay.
So
Who?
you won 2 and tied 1.
Nice. How you like that, Mom? You said I wasn't gonna mount it. Sorry.
So there you go. I just thought this was a lot of really interesting numbers here,
Tis.
especially looking at the amount of Form 1 suppressors that are current. It's less than 1% now of all Form 1s.
Dude, that's insane. Sorry, man. Even when my phone's silent, it rings in my freaking laptop. Yeah, that's really interesting stuff. I was kind of surprised by a lot of those statistics.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was too.
Because the lowest like bar to entry of the suppressor world is 22 LR.
Yeah,
right? It's like
I thought that was gonna be number 1, but it's not.
yeah, I mean, for $300, you could get a Gym Tech Outback 2 back in the day, and I mean, those things were flying off the shelf, And then once you shoot a suppressed subsonic 22 LR, you're like, whoa, I need to put one of these on everything,
Oh yeah.
You can get a 22 LR suppressor for like $200.
Yeah, yeah, depending on the company I mean, there are a lot of excellent cans that are intended for use with 22 LR that you can also run with 22 Magnum, 17 HMR, 5.7. Really, really good quality
The
cans.
suppressor I'm working on right now is a 22 LR can, but it's rated for 5.7, 17 HMR, 22 mag,
Yeah.
all that.
Dude, I literally was about to, when I was toying around with Form 1ing the grenade as a civilian, for everyone out there, I'm not an SOT. I literally was about to Form 1 a 22 LR can just because I had a concept for like a sub $50 all in press fit 22 LR can. And then I was hearing that people were getting basically, if you submitted a Form 1 for a suppressor and showed anything other than a sketch, that you were going to get a knock at your door. Yeah. So I was like, well, shucks, I'm not trying to do that. So if I were to number 1 is 40. No, definitely not. And no, I was just saying, so okay, so for the person that asked what's wrong with 50 BMG, what I was saying is that when you're looking at the percentage of consumer, I guess what would you call it, like the percentage of people that are purchasing them, very few people own 50s and very few people own cans for 50s. So when I was making fun of Rich a little bit, like why would that even come to your mind? It's just because from a like fractional standpoint, it in my head had to be a very small portion.
Yes.
But I think everyone should own a 50. And I actually wish I could just get my hands on an SHTF 50 upper. Man, that thing would be incredible.
I still got the coin I want to shoot with one.
The things I'd be willing to do for a Safety Harbor Firearms SHTF 50.
Rich, Dark asked me to fly from New York to Tennessee with an AR.
No, I didn't know that you were going to be in New York. But I mean, the fact that you wouldn't do it means that you're a bootleg. I'm just kidding. JK. Dude, if you fly into New York with a gun, totally lawful, totally legal, you're going to get in trouble, likely get your gun seized, and likely get arrested.
Especially if that firearm is illegal in New York.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So, to my understanding, now someone's going to be like, "I flew into New York with it." Okay, all right, congratulations, you made it. But in most cases, if you're in another state and you are passing through, you could have a connecting flight. If there is a firearm declared, it's a possibility that the moment you touch down, you are in New York, and you
Well,
are then bound by their.
well, here's the thing. If it's on a connecting flight and your flight isn't canceled, then you won't get into trouble because it's never back in your possession. But there has been cases where people have had their flights delayed,
Yep.
like by a night, and they have to check them into the hotel, and they have a gun, and they arrest them.
Yeah. I swear there was a story where a guy was literally just waiting for a connecting flight, and when they were moving the luggage from one plane to another, they saw that a firearm was declared, and they grabbed him. Because if you have a firearm and you just are stopping at what's that huge
Newark,
no, not that's Jersey.
JFK, LaGuardia.
JFK. If you're stopping at JFK for a connecting flight, right, and you have a handgun from Virginia, let's just say that, okay, just because I'm from Virginia, there's no registration in Virginia. There's no FOID card. There's no, like, none of that. So if you have to, like you said, stop at a hotel or whatever, you have a firearm that is in the state of New York that is unregistered, that is not approved by the king of New York. And I don't know. There are certain places that I was flying, I would always carry a gun everywhere that I went. Sometimes even places that I wasn't supposed to. And if I was going to New York or Cali, I just would not bring a gun. Which, for me, dude, that's a very difficult thing to leave behind.
All right. So this is the story of the New York guy. So he was rerouted to
Oh,
New
wow.
Jersey, and then they're like, "Well, we can't get you on another flight until." It was supposed to be going into Pennsylvania, but they were rerouted to New Jersey, where he landed, and they said, "We have to check out, and then you're going to go through New Jersey." So he went to New Jersey. He had to check out, and then they arrested him because he took possession of the bag.
One story I recall, the guy's like, "Hey man, that's a firearm. I'm not touching it." They're like, "No, it's okay. No, it's okay." And
what?
Yeah,
he
that
picked it up,
was
and they're
this
like,
guy.
"Clink."
That was this guy?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Do it.
No, it's
Well,
okay. Touch the hot stove. It's fine. Touch the hot
Yeah,
stove.
you're
It's
gonna
okay.
be
Don't worry
fine.
about it.
Man.
I'd be like,
I think
That's
that
crazy.
case is Revolver Port Authority of New York.
What's up with Dexter?
What do you
Wasn't it Dexter, the dude that was in New York?
Oh no, he got
"Oh,
convicted.
that
Probably in jail.
He got
He's in jail.
convicted
Yeah.
of how long?
I don't think he's been sentenced yet.
no."
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he's been sentenced.
I
Oh,
thought he was. Wasn't it something like ridiculous, like 5 years? He has kids,
I know.
and all he was doing was building firearms that the state of New York didn't like.
I know. It's ridiculous, right?
Dexter Taylor, 53, 10-year sentence by Brooklyn Supreme Court.
10 years. Okay, so Fed time, Johnny Barr. that
Oh,
little
hold on.
bazinga.
I want to read this title. So, for his role in assembling an arsenal of
Oh my
ghost guns.
dude, if you got, here's the funny thing. I get people all the time saying like, "Oh, look at you with your cool gun wall. When you have 8 guns." I would
arsenal
consider
of ghost guns.
an
Oh, man,
arsenal.
I gotta subscribe.
That is absurd.
Yeah. What site is that on, Rich?
Brooklyn Eagle.
You could try put it into Wayback Machine.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
The Revolver Port Authority was decided by that when they applied for Supreme Court cert, but it was turned down. It was decided on August of 2007.
So,
But
let's
that
say
was way
this.
before not only Bruin, but it was also way before. It was
All
before.
right, wait a second. I'm reading this. Hold on. Let me add this. So I might as well just show it to you.
Let me just
So-
real quick. 10 years is 365 days multiplied by 10. Okay, 3,650 days. If he is doing federal time, which I believe he is, right? Or is it state time?
It's state time.
State time. So let's just go with he's going to be doing 85% of his time. Okay. Well, hold on.
That's high for New York.
Minus 15% equals.
All right, so
what's
I don't know how
3,102
his
days?
arson cost him $40,000.
It probably didn't.
Because I don't
He-
know that I have $40,000 worth of guns. I may. I don't know.
I do.
Armsman, you're definitely right on the money. He's looking at about 7.5 years with doing about 85% of the time and about 10% knocked off for good time, which sometimes it averages out to a little bit more. So you may be closer to 7, but 7 to 7.5 years for having guns. He didn't do anything with the
In
guns.
his home. In his home.
Yeah, just in his home.
So
and
let's see.
I
When
would
police raided Dexter Taylor, they found an array of legal firearms, including 4 AR-15 style weapons, 5 handguns, 4 rifles, and more than 50 rounds of
Dex is a
ammunition,
member of the community too, so kind of sucks.
yeah.
along with a 3D printer.
All right.
So
Well, I think,
13 ghost guns.
all right. If you haven't subscribed to Dark at DLD After Dark, get them to 5,000. And with that, we are out of here. Bye.
Thank you. Love you. DLD After Dark.